So what up, YouTube? So apparently y'all get a story time. So let me tell you about. Well, this ain't really a story time. This is more of my dysfunctional family. So let me go ahead and tell y'all. Having a family that's so dysfunctional like mine put you in a place where you see no way out. Like, I got kicked out at a young age. I got kicked out at 16 for being gay. Y'all know the story about that. And so here I'm not in 2022. Today is December the 8th. Matter of fact, yesterday was the day I got shot. So shout out to me for surviving for 9 years. Let's go ahead and, yeah. So, but let me stay on subject. So me and my mama been doing pretty good up until the point where my sister goes off. So I don't know what type of, I think they all bipolar, and I don't mean that just to be calling them crazy or nothing like that. I really think it's a medical condition because she don't just get into it with me, she get into it with all her children, and she get into it with anybody that's around her. You know, she start off as Mary Poppins, and then she turned into like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type shit. She been that way my whole entire life, but she don't like me personally because I look like my dad, and also I'm bisexual and stuff like that. She don't like that, which is her prerogative. Okay, but let me tell you this. If you know that you don't like me and you always got to use a disclaimer to borrow money from me or to do any little thing, why was that nigga was just watching me while I can say that on here. That nigga was just watching me, like, trying to figure out what am I doing in my fucking car just to see what the fuck I got going on. Sir, mind your fucking business, baby. You ain't nothing that I want, and I hope I ain't nothing that you want, cause I ain't got shit for you. So, the thing about that is this: having a dysfunctional family only puts you in a place where you feel like you have no way out. So you gonna turn to the quickest way to make money because, again, you gonna have to figure your way out because people don't really want you at their house. Family really ain't family these days. They all gonna talk about you. I don't care how sweet they may be. They really don't want you there, and they telling somebody how they want you out the fuck their house, and they ready for you to fucking go and stuff like that. You just don't even know it. So and I'm the type of person that I never want to stay with nobody because I know how people talk about other people. And I'm no different than that person that you talking about, you know, whether good or bad. So I'm not going to stay with you. I just can't do it. I'd rather sleep on a bench on a park and wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, you know, and go to the gym. You know, that's why it's good to have gym memberships. Go to a gym and take a shower there and brush my teeth in a bathroom or something like that before I ever allow somebody to play with me and tell, you know, he had to sleep on my couch. Oh, you know, I had to feed him. You know, I had to give him, you know, everything I had, you know, you know, baby, no. Maybe you could call that prideful, but that's how I am. But I've been telling y'all for the longest, you know, after the video where I showed y'all the text message of my mama telling me that, she had 2 girls and 2 boys. She did not want 3 girls. Then instead of me getting shot in my legs, I should have got shot in the head. And she sent me the text message saying, gay. That's why your sister don't want you around your son because you gay, and gays are nothing but pedophiles and shit like that. That's what she said. And that's what really bothered me. I don't give a fuck what you say, but it's a real bad stereotype where people feel like, oh, because he's bisexual or he gay, they feel like all gay men are pedophiles, and that's far from the fucking truth. When you have grown-ass women out here telling you, oh, when he grow up, he gonna break hearts. You sexualizing a child? You sexualizing a baby? Like, come on, like, be fucking for real. But she said that once before. And so I tell y'all what, like, over the summer, no, matter of fact, it was the day after my granddaddy died. So whatever day it was, like, I mean, whatever the day we buried him, I'm not really good with dates. Probably like April 2nd or something like that. I took my nephew to go see some movie. I don't know, but it was a superhero movie. I don't know. So whatever came out in like June or July, I took him to go see it. So, mind you, I told my mama where I was taking him because, mind you, she said the shit before. And then she said it out of anger just to be, but you can't say that type of shit out of anger. When you say something out of anger, know that you can never get those words back, or you can never change somebody's mentality when you throw some shit out there like that. Mind you, I'm not interested in kids. I never played those type of fucking games. I love my nephew to death. My nephew will tell you any day. Never been that type of person. So when you throw that out there on somebody's name, don't you know how dangerous that shit can be? Somebody could have killed me. So here's somebody out there right now who feel that way about me, and I had nothing to do with no shit like that. Right hand to God. Like, I don't play those type of fucking games. Matter of fact, I feel like a pedophile should be burnt alive, just, thrown in the lion's den and all type of shit like that. But she only said that because I'm gay. And she was like, because that's all you gays are. Oh my God, you're gay. All gay men like churn and shit like that. Which, no, you got a select group of pedophiles who are pedophiles. They're not just gay. You have straight pedophiles. They sick as fuck. They need to be shot in the head, point blank range. But yeah, she said that shit out of anger one time. So my sister, the one who don't have all her screws together, who I barely talk about, yeah, well, she got that locked up in her head. So on good days when I'm handing them money and stuff like that, or they calling me and I'm buying them food like on every other day, that's why I hustle so much, because, my mama got a job that ain't paying shit. My sister, she get a check every month, but that shit don't pay shit. It barely pay the rent, because I go in on their rent every fucking day and they still talk shit to me. My nephew, I treat my nephew like my son, because he was my son before I had a son. So, I always got to look out for him. So, no matter what they talking about, so long as I'm handing them money, everything good. So I took him to the movie theater. Do you not know she called the police on me? She called the police on me. She called the police on my mama first. She called the police on my mama and told the police that my mama kidnapped her baby. And they went down to my grandma's house, not knowing that it was the night of the funeral of my granddaddy. You get what I'm saying? Because we just buried him that day. So they went out there and was like, she called the police and said, you kidnapped her. Like, they had already knew by the house, because they had called the police. Like, my mama them, I'm in the car, y'all know that. They had sent the police out to my mama them house like over 130 something times. Hell, like, my sister is the type of lunatic to where, the judge got tired of her, sentenced her 30 days. I'm getting over a cold. So they sentenced her to 30 days in a penitentiary. So, that show you what type of person she is. So she called the police on my mama them. They went down to my mama them house, embarrassed her all in front of the family we ain't never seen in a long time and shit like that. Maya, I don't know what's going on, because I don't really do family functions, because half of them be trying to fuck me, and that's a whole nother story in itself. You got the ones who love incest, the cousins who don't give a fuck about you being a cousin. They just want to hunt you. And then you got the little churn who know you popping on in there and always trying to get you in a little Snapchat. I don't like to be bothered like that. So I was taking my nephew to the movies, and I forget what movie we were gonna see. But she called the police. Mind you, I got a cell phone and I kept seeing her call me. So I was texting her. I was like, oh yeah, I told him, I said, let's just go out right quick and let's go call your mama. He was like, okay. So he called her, it went straight to voicemail. He called her, it went straight to voicemail. So I sent a text message. I said, hey, look, we at the movie theater. I told my mama then what movie theater we was at, what movie we was going to see, all this, because I know the type of games they like to fucking play. My nephew loved me to fucking death. Like, when I tell you, he the type that when he get 15 years old, he gonna move down here with me. Or he gonna try his best to move with me. And that's why I do anything for him, because he know how they is. And my sister and my grandma them know, and everybody in my family know how they is. And I was just telling my grandma now, I was like, I just got the phone. I don't know what time it is. Where is my other phone at? Oh, it's up there. That's why y'all see that damn light like that. Improvise, So, I was like, damn, like, well, y'all didn't get her no medicine. Y'all couldn't think of nothing to put her on and shit like that. Like, goddamn, like, why? She told me something old, and my grandma told me something old. She didn't start acting like that till she was like 13, and by 16, she got even worse. Well, girl, why the fuck didn't y'all put on no medicine? Y'all didn't do y'all didn't do y'all job as fucking parents, and then she fucked around and had children, and then she started acting those same type of ways towards the children, and now we grown, and now her kids fucking hate her, except that one. And every time she called me, so anyway, she called the law on me. So here I am walking out the damn movie theater. The law running up to me like, ho, what's your name? What's your name? Oh my God. And you got all these people thinking I kidnapped my nephew. baby, I was so fucking embarrassed. But it kind of, I was embarrassed, but also kind of elated. I think that's the word. I don't know. But like, I was happy, elated, maybe that's the word. I don't know. At the fact that it wasn't for no warrant. Cause I'm like, damn, I did punch that boy in Parish County. You know, I know he the type that run to the county, but I hope this ain't about that because damn, this kind of like fucked up. Then I gotta call an Uber for my nephew and I gotta call somebody to come pick him up and shit like that. And you can take me to jail, officer, that's fine. I go down the county, but let me make sure my nephew good. You get what I'm saying? Because my nephew ain't one of them, you know, he ain't no hood baby. Like, he not built like me. Like, if I was that age, I'd have found my way real quick. Like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? But he not like that. So, they were saying, oh, she reported him kidnapped. Then I was like, hell no. Like I said, I showed them the text message and shit like that. Said, oh, yeah, we already spoke to your mom. Your mom already told us that wasn't true and all that, this and the third. She just wanted to speak to her baby. I was like, she wanted to speak to her baby. Look how many times we called her. So then when I pulled up to the house, mind you, the police been following me the whole ride there. That was like a 20-minute drive. So got to the house. She was like, oh, I didn't know he was with you. I wouldn't have called the police. Girl, shut the fuck up. Girl, go to hell. I still don't like you. I don't like her. And my mama know I don't like her. And I just told her that today. I don't like my sister because she tortured me. She tortured me growing up. Like, she tortured me. And my mama believed everything that she ever fucking said. That's why I don't really fuck with my mama like that. I fuck with her on the bills and stuff like that because I hate to see her struggling and shit like that. But verbally, like just us having conversation, I don't trust my mama. I don't trust her because, you know, she going to repeat everything that you tell her to somebody. And she love to talk about folk. So, yeah, needless to say, we don't get along. That's my dysfunction. So when y'all be asking me about my mama and stuff like that, yeah, I joke and jive, but it ain't gonna be a day on this fucking planet where I feel like I'm gonna sit here and tell her to do a YouTube video with me. Because first of all, that requires time and effort. I'm not putting in no time and no effort in somebody I really don't like. Now, maybe one day, and I do hope one day, you know, this YouTube situation is taking me somewhere that's not a hole. And I love that. So I just wanted to come on here and say thank y'all. But I also want to give y'all the real. If I'm going to make YouTube videos, I'm not going to make it about, oh, happy day, you know. And then nobody want to hear about that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if I have a funny day and I'm telling y'all, oh like that woman who called me Dusty and shit like that. That's funny, but it's also my life. So, but this is my life. And I want to tell y'all, don't be scared of the dysfunction in your family. Oh, yeah, don't be scared of the dysfunction in your family because that makes the story that you live in. I don't really know what I'm going with that. But anyway, let's just say this. I love my mother and I got love for my sister, but I don't like them. And you don't have to, as an adult, you don't have to like them. You don't have to deal with them. And I'm starting to really understand that. And like I said, this YouTube situation is taking me in a positive route. So I really would like to heal with them, but some people do not want to heal. And sometimes you can only take the high road before taking a nosedive to hell. And that's where I'm at with them. That's just where I'm at. And I feel so bad because my nephew. Like, it seemed like my mama called me and told me that somebody told my sister, mind you, don't nobody call my sister, don't nobody like my sister because all she do is lie. And it's mental. So she told my mama that I had been telling everybody, talking to my cousin who I barely talked to. I just seen that cousin for the first time in like 7 months yesterday. And she only came down here on a day trip for her job and shit like that. It's not like she came to see me. So, I say all that to say this. My mama calling me, telling me, oh, you know, every time I call you and ask you for some money, it's never for me. It's to buy them some food. It's to buy them. It's to buy them. It's never for me. I'm like, but girl, like every time you call me, you don't have to give me no disclaimer about who it's for because I know if they eating, you eating too, which I don't mind. But damn, you call me up with a disclaimer every time. They tell me two things: that you got a defense wall put up because you really don't fucking like me. One, two, that. You don't trust me. You know, you saying stuff about me. So, cause Why every time you call me, you got to put up a disclaimer? Like, girl, like, and then you never call and ask how I'm doing, what I'm doing, how my baby doing, how anything. You only want to talk about your other 3 kids, and you want me to listen. And then you want me to listen at your delusions. If you keep telling me about an issue that you done had 2 years ago, and you still ain't found the solution, mind you, and I gave you an option about a solution, baby, then you don't want no solution. You just want somebody to listen to you rant, baby. I don't want to hear that click. Because you ain't even mother and daughter, our mother's son like that. See, she always be calling me, trying to be funny, be like mother-daughter and shit. But we ain't even got that type of relationship. And all that shit that you got to say to my daddy, you can see, you going to ride down to the Yellowstone and tell his, his crackhead ass, like, you can tell him what you want. I don't care. She be telling me something, you be getting offended about your damn daddy. I'm like, how the fuck I'm going to get offended about your baby daddy? 3 times. How the fuck I'm gonna get offended about your baby daddy? I don't give a fuck about that nigga. That nigga ain't never did shit for me, but gave me $20 when I got shot. After my uncle had set me up to go down there to the cool spot when I got shot because he didn't know that I could walk. And he thought that I was just on them crutches, just to be on them crutches. But I was already walking by then. I was just on them crutches. So I wouldn't fall. Like, I could walk, but I couldn't walk that good. But my daddy had pulled up, and my uncle had stopped me up. Rest in peace to my Uncle Fred. But he had stopped me up with my daddy because he know I don't fuck with my daddy like that. But girl, no, that's your baby daddy. I don't give a fuck what you say to him. But all I want to tell y'all is this. If I make a YouTube video, it's gonna be the truth, nothing but the truth. And that's all I can do. That's all I can do. I'm gonna do some Christmas videos and shit like that. I'm gonna do the fun shit too. This video is 16 minutes. Thank y'all for listening this far. I got some Christmas shit, and I'm gonna talk to y'all more about the t-shirts in my next YouTube video. So much love.